Hello guys, Deuteran/Lawrence Wayne here, and today I've got something really awesome to show you, so I'm gonna be quiet for this. So, in case you haven't guessed by now, this is Ace Attorney in Minecraft, specifically Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, case 1-1, the first turnabout. So, you kind of see it in the game from this angle, I believe. Hold on. It would actually be better if I went into adventure mode, so you can't see the hitboxes of the invisible blocks here. So if you stand on this pressure plate to advance dialogue, and as you can see, sound effects, you got the text, the little sounds, that's Maya from the game as well. You got the music with note blocks. It's almost a perfect replica. Well, not a perfect replica, there's some limitations in Minecraft, of course. As you can see, stepping on this button will advance the dialogue, make little sound effects and such. You can read it if you want. So yeah, I'll just go through to where I'm currently at, where basically I stopped development. Now this text is supposed to be green, I know there's a lot of small little bugs still. The music was supposed to stop, by the way. Those villager sounds are annoying, I'm gonna need to turn those off as well. Almost there, sorry. And that's where it ends. Now usually you say the newspapers say it was you, with you being in red letters, but I haven't gone to there, so you can stand this button all you want, nothing will happen, because that's where it ends. So, game mode, creative, let's just turn off this music quick, and let's show you around a bit. So, as you can see, that was a reenactment, if you could call that, of the beginning of case 1-1. There's a bit missing and stuff, and if you're an Ace Attorney fan, you would have instantly recognized that, and this is of course my attorney's badge. And this is the courtroom, which isn't in use yet, because we haven't gotten that far in the story, but it will be used. So, as you can see, there's a little, it's somewhere around here. And that's the thing with invisible stuff, you don't know where it always is. So this is the angle where you'd view the whole courtroom from, and then this is the angle you'd view the prosecution from, and the defense. So, see if you can recognize that from, that's more or less that angle from the game. And of course, the judge, see from more or less this angle. So the game's played in third person, you get teleported all over the place. And, well, it's not done yet, of course, and something really hardcore, or not really hardcore, maybe if you played case 1 a few times, you would have recognized that that wasn't the correct music for both instances, both the intro cutscene and the pre-trial music. That's because I couldn't find MyDive files or sheet music for those songs, so I had to substitute with songs that were still from Ace Attorney, but were similar and at the same time different. So this is the dialogue engine, and there's a lot of command blocks. I'm not going to bother explaining all of it. And this is where all the dialogue is going to be stored, because this game has a ton of dialogue, so I sort of just copy-pasted that thing in place already. And one weird thing is that you can actually see it from here. So I'm going to make it look like a skyscraper or something. So yeah, let's show you around a bit, I guess. This is all the rooms with the pieces of the cutscene in it. So you got little maps on paintings. Or maps on item frames, sorry. So if I can middle click one of these, you'll see got a little. So it's basically just maps and item frames that make these pictures up. And as you can also see, the little icon is a little picture icon from the game as well. So yeah, a lot of this is from the resource, custom resource pack, is how this is made possible. And yeah, let's see. That's another thing I want to show in survival. My cool looking inventory screen. And yeah, I'll explain what that is about just now. So that wasn't a good idea. I'm still in survival mode. But yeah, so how I'm going to do the lawyers and the main characters, I'm basically going to make mobs and give them like a custom skin of a human, sort of like this, and then there'd be multiple mobs, like wither skeletons would be sad humans, normal skeletons would be happy humans, zombie pigmen would be surprise humans, and so forth, for all the emotions. And then I'd put armor on them. So for example, Phoenix Wright armor on a surprised human will get surprised Phoenix Wright. Or Edgeworth armor, and it's a surprised Edgeworth. So that's sort of how that's going to work. And yeah, but it's still not going to be nearly as expressive as the original games are, of course, because those games went off the top when it came to expressing emotions. Creative, and we got all sorts of commands here that turn on and off little features, make stuff happen. So for example, to turn on the trial theme, you set this particular block on and it'll start playing the trial theme. And these are basically act as note blocks, these command blocks. It's note.harp and note.bass and all that stuff. And the advantage with that is it allows me to actually turn off the music if I want to. Because then I can put pistons in place that will block the signal, and then the music can't continue. So that's how I stop and start music. Very useful. And well, I want to explain the dialogue system, but it'll be extremely difficult to explain. So let's just do a quick basic overview of how the dialogue engine works. Each of these rows is a single block of dialogue. These three blocks contain your text, so this is nothing, nothing, and boy am I nervous, the first line Phoenix Wright says. And then this first command block over here sets a block which basically, the first block states who's speaking. And setting this particular redstone block will set a block over here somewhere, here, and we'll play those beep sounds and make this text appear. And it'll also put this over here, and also does all sorts of other stuff. And basically all you need to do is print the dialogue between these lines, so that simplifies the circuitry a lot. This is all automatically generated by some cool stuff I made. And I've added all sorts of sound effects, as you may have heard, with my resource pack. So we've got wax sounds and all sorts of sound effects. And we have all the objection holds its and stuff from the first case.
Objection! Hold it! Take that!
And of course Winston Payne's objection as well. I really like his objection. It's just how he shouts objection. It's quite funny. And yeah, these are obviously villagers, as you can tell by the annoying sounds they make. Yeah, so I based this resource pack off of another resource pack called Objection Craft, but I've changed a bunch of things. For example, I made Maya, and for not being good at texture designing, I say I actually did quite a good job. I quite like how she turned out, and I also edited Larry Butts, because it came with Laribots, but he was like happy, and he's on trial for murder, so you know, I don't think he would be happy. If I were to give him one emotion that he would keep through the entire case, it would probably be this one. Sort of like a, oh no, sort of expression is what I went for. The dialogue system's still working. Okay, I just kill him. And I guess that's about all I can say without going into the extremely confusing details. Of course, I'm going to finish this and implement the entire case, including like all the multiple choice, the cross-examination. Pressing the points in the cross-examination is probably one of the things I'm going to leave out, because that's complicated to implement and it's actually completely useless in the first case, because the case is so simple. You don't really need to press statements, and also there's no actual, they don't even mention pressing it in the tutorial. It's the tutorial case. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I will be finishing this. This was of course that secret project I mentioned, and bye.